Determining how much money you should save from every paycheck is a fundamental aspect of financial planning. A widely recommended strategy is the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of your income goes to necessities, 30% to discretionary expenses, and 20% to savings. This 20% can be divided among different savings goals, such as an emergency fund, retirement, and other financial objectives. It's essential to start with a realistic savings goal that aligns with your income and expenses. For some, saving 20% may be challenging initially, so starting with a smaller percentage and gradually increasing it as you adjust your spending habits can be a practical approach. Additionally, consider automating your savings to ensure consistency and avoid the temptation to spend the money instead. Remember, the key is to build a habit of saving regularly, even if the amount is small at first. Over time, these savings will accumulate and provide financial security and peace of mind. Script 2. How much you should save from each paycheck can depend on various factors, including your financial goals, expenses, and income level. A good starting point is to aim for at least 20% of your income, following the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. This rule allocates 50% of your income to essential expenses, 30% to discretionary spending, and 20% to savings. However, if you have specific goals like buying a house, retiring early, or paying off debt, you might need to adjust this percentage. To determine a more personalized savings rate, calculate your monthly expenses and identify areas where you can cut costs. Then, allocate the freed up funds to your savings. Additionally, consider your long-term financial goals and work backwards to figure out how much you need to save each month to achieve them. Using tools like budgeting apps or consulting with a financial advisor can also help you create a tailored savings plan. The most important aspect is to start saving consistently, even if it's a small amount, and gradually increase it as your financial situation improves. Script 3. The amount you should save from each paycheck largely depends on your personal financial situation and goals. A common guideline is the 50-30-20 rule, which suggests allocating 20% of your income to savings. However, if you have higher financial aspirations or obligations, such as paying off substantial debt or saving for a significant purchase, you may need to save more. To determine the ideal savings rate, begin by analyzing your monthly income and expenses. Identify any discretionary spending that can be reduced or eliminated, and redirect those funds into savings. Establish clear financial goals and timelines, such as building an emergency fund, saving for a down payment on a home, or contributing to a retirement account. Automating your savings can help ensure consistency and reduce the temptation to spend. Ultimately, the right amount to save is one that fits your financial situation while allowing you to live comfortably and work towards your future goals. Regularly review and adjust your savings plan as your income and expenses change to stay on track. Figuring out how much to save from each paycheck is crucial for financial stability and achieving your goals. A popular method is the 50-30-20 rule, which suggests saving 20% of your income. This rule helps create a balanced approach to spending and saving. However, your specific circumstances might require adjusting this percentage. Start by examining your income and expenses to see how much you can realistically set aside. If saving 20% seems too ambitious initially, start with a smaller percentage and gradually increase it as you become more comfortable with your budget. Consider your financial goals, such as building an emergency fund, saving for a major purchase, or investing for retirement. Automating your savings can help ensure you stick to your plan and reduce the temptation to spend. Remember, the goal is to save consistently, even if the amount is small, and to increase your savings rate over time as your financial situation improves. Regularly review your budget and savings plan to make sure you're on track to meet your goals. Determining how much money to save from each paycheck is a key component of effective financial planning. The 50-30-20 rule is a useful guideline suggesting that 20% of your income should go towards savings. This approach helps balance your financial priorities, ensuring you have enough for essential expenses and discretionary spending while still saving for the future. However, your savings rate may need to be adjusted based on your specific financial goals and situation. Start by creating a detailed budget to track your income and expenses. Look for areas where you can cut back on discretionary spending and redirect those funds into savings. Set clear savings goals, such as building an emergency fund, saving for a large purchase, or contributing to retirement accounts. Automate your savings to make the process easier and more consistent. Even if you can't save 20% right away, start with a smaller percentage and gradually increase it. Regularly review and adjust your savings plan to ensure it aligns with your changing financial circumstances and goals. Knowing how much to save from each paycheck is essential for financial well-being and future security. The 50-30-20 rule is a common guideline, advising that 20% of your income should be allocated to savings. This rule helps create a balanced budget that supports essential and discretionary spending while prioritizing savings. However, your specific financial goals and obligations might necessitate a different savings rate. Begin by analyzing your income and expenses to see how much you can reasonably save. If 20% is too high initially, start with a smaller amount and increase it gradually as you adjust your spending habits. Establish clear financial goals, such as creating an emergency fund, saving for a significant purchase, or planning for retirement. Automate your savings to ensure consistency and reduce the temptation to spend. The key is to save regularly, even if it's a small amount, and to increase your savings rate over time. Review and adjust your savings plan periodically to ensure it remains aligned with your financial goals and evolving circumstances.